Hello. Hello. Right. So I'm going to talk to you about how I do some cue pointing and show you some of the cue pointing I've done for a song that we're going to film that was part of, I don't know if you know what CYD is, it's like a showcasey thing for some dance. I do some work for a dance company. I've done one of their songs. Yeah, I'm just going to show you some of the content. So I'm designing lighting based off of what was happening there so that we can film it. To make it look nice. I won't show you the stage or anything like that, but I'll talk to you through the cue points because this is all public information, and then I'll show you some of the stuff on the desk. So I'll turn it up slightly. So I have like a 5-second delay to allow the desk and stuff to sync. So essentially what I did is I went through the song, so I've got like snaps and beats and stuff. I don't know what I've called some beats hits, some just beats and some beats effects. Just depends how I feel at the time. It still gives me giving me an idea that they're kind of going to do something different, essentially. So if you want to like here, something needs to happen there. Dun-dun. I want something to happen, but I want it to like snap, dun, and then come back out. The lighting is the main type, so just like all the main lighting cues. Just like what I want to happen. Let's play something like this. So it's like this. So there I'm gonna do like a dun. So I might have like top light, side light, top light, side light, or like some other types of the top light. Might do something like that. And then here on this bit where it's going dun 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 dun, I'll do like a strobe effect because it's just there's no need for it to move around. You might as well just strobe the whole thing. So that's something different. When I look at this, when I listen to it, it's kind of obvious. This one's quite good because it's got key hits and stuff. I didn't have the screen content when I originally designed this, otherwise there'd be more cues based on their dancing. But I had the screen content. I didn't have the dancing content. But if you like, so here on this bit, I'm gonna do like an on off to go in to contrast with the screen content, so they're just backlit, which I think might look quite cool. So I want these beats hits to be different to the previous ones we just did, but they're kind of the same concept. They just need to be different. Yeah, but essentially you just got to listen to it and go, what do I think should happen here? There should be a change. Whenever the music changes, normally a good change, like a hit, like a cymbal or something like that. And then I mix it up a bit. It's going to end, so I know how it's going to end. So it's sort of going to end with them going centre. And I'm going to end it with some backlight on them so they look quite spooky. And then we'll black it out at the end. So, timecode wise, I normally allow 3... So, I start the track at 3 seconds into the timecode. So normally I give each track a 5-minute chunk of timecode, assuming it's a 5-minute track. If it's longer than a 5-minute track, I'll give it like a 10-minute chunk of timecode. It's just an easy way to chunk it up because we do these songs out of order and stuff like that. So I then started 3 seconds in, allowing QLab. Have I got QLab open? I haven't got QLab open. Remote desktop. Connect to remote Mac. So on the QLab, maybe I've just got QLab open here. So on the QLab, I give it the starting time without the 3 seconds, and then I add the 3 seconds as a pre-wait. That way the desk syncs with the timecode first, and then the track starts and everything happens. So I click here. Oh, I hate this. You have to... Why is it not working? Oh, it's reconnecting. That's why we're not connected. I'm not connected. That's fine. But that's that. I think that's kind of self-explanatory. You put the track in. You know what, QLab. This is a remote session. I had an issue with this. Oh, I'm going to have to connect it up, aren't I? Let's link it up. Hold on. Give it a minute. It'll sync now. Just plugged in the network. Hold on. Stand by. But anyway, I had an issue with this where I was selecting the track and I was pressing space on the remote session and it just weren't happening. if you go into the settings and you go into collaboration, you need to make sure you've got might not be on here, but it's on here. Something to say that you follow, that the cursor follows. It's in the collaboration section on the remote machine. It's very obvious, but I hadn't got that, so I was just hitting space. I was like, fucking slamming space. It wasn't doing anything. I was like, why is it not doing anything? What else? That's that. So how I do... so I export it. You export... You pick your option. So I normally go with the lighting cue. CuePoints recommends a go. I like a go too. That way, explicitly, you know it's going to play the right cues at the right time. Snaps is a top. So it'll go to the. It'll play the first cue. It only puts the first cue in, and then you can adjust the time in the cue. Meaning, actually, if you want it to be more of a sequence, it could be like dun dun dun. Do you know what I mean? Like a repeated sequence. Same with the hits. Sometimes I use the other one, which is a temp. So the time is adjusted based on the fade time you've put in. Over here. So exporting this wise. Page, I normally try and set the page to the same as the timecode destination. So you pick a timecode destination and then you give it the same page number. That way the two are aligned. I have a macro that creates automatic selections. I'll show you that in a minute. Actually, I think it's a plugin. But so that I click on it and I go to the right page. I activates the right time code, all that sort of stuff. What else? Yeah, so I set the cue point colors. I think that's important. Sequence pool. I don't know. I just guess. I just pick a random empty spot. Excuse me. Bit tired. What's the time now? It's like nearly midnight. Is it nearly midnight? Yeah, it's nearly midnight. I'll show you some video from the MA. And I hope this has been interesting. So I've just come from here. We're on here now. I've got a little lamp. This is the it's TVs. I've turned that off because that's normally the capture. Normally that shows an output of the MA. But I've also had to turn that off because I can't show you any of this stuff. Let's turn this lamp off. This lamp's a bit bright. Maybe we want these off as well. I've got some nice effect buttons to do the lights. Yeah, so essentially it puts in the cues. You import. So I've got this import, which imports. I won't do it, but it imports. It puts all the stuff in. Here are the cues. Let's put this down a bit. So, yeah. Blah 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 blah. You got your hits. Can I show you the stage? I can probably just show you a layout, can't I? If I go for like a top layout, it's not obvious what you're looking at. Nothing in the top layout. Maybe you want a back layout. There you go, you can see some lights come on. I'm not really trying to show you much of a stage view because I don't really want to reveal much. Yeah, so in the time code, let's go this for a list. Actually, the graphic's fine. You can see blah, 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 blah. You can see where the hits and stuff are. The main time code sequence is up there. These are the options like press this, it goes to that one. Press this, it goes to this one. Press this, it'll go to CYD. Selects all the stuff here. Changes all the stuff around, tells me up here, and I can go to timecode, just so I know what I'm pressing. Down here, I have this is not new, but I have this create timecode, this one. This just runs the plugin, which is create timecode, which just creates one of these pool items, which actually, if you look at it, it's not very much. It just sets a page number, page name, macro, blah, 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 blah. Sets that screen's content, this screen and that screen's content. Selects an executor on page, that one. Fader opens that fader page and runs a macro called TC, so timecode display update, which is what puts it up here and stuff like that. I could add some more stuff to that, I don't know. We'll see what happens. In here I just got all this, I got all these buttons, blah, blah, blah. You get the idea, you know this stuff. Yeah, I don't really want to show you the lighting, not gonna lie. Not the lighting, the stage. But I can show you some of the cues, so let's look at what he's hit. So let's select one of these. Not much happens, literally takes some lights which are 9:03 through 9:35. I'm doing a terrible job of this. But it's a bit interesting. It's I've just posted a bit of video of me just pressing away at this to make it. I might put that in here, actually. I'm going to put that in here. I had previously posted it as a bit of content. I'm just going to put it in here, just get a bit after this. And you could see me programming it away. It took about an hour. It's got something like 140 cues in it. It is a 4-minute song with 140 cues, yeah. Might be a bit much. But I got the time at the moment. Timecode wise, the timecode comes in on MIDI from the Mac over the network. Output wise, let's turn the lights on. Way it works. Mac Studio does the capture. Yeah. Now I'll show you that bit of video, and I hope this has been interesting.